Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a group with a lot to prove here today. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looking for space. It's Ashley. Shakes off the defender. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Presley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Set ready.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Kirby. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after nothing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He's going to let it go. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Kirby. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Miller. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
On the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Miller. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. UMass pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Minutemen were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Give to the running back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Miller with the ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Kirby. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Pressure coming. He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner goes down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Kirby. With the catch, it's Hoover. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2nd down coming up. They'll give it to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Kelly. That's caught. It's Weatherly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To throw, it's Kelly. Makes the catch.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Looking to throw. Using his left
play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. It's Weatherly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Weatherly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense And that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Kirby. Finds his man, it's Hoover. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he's got a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And a physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Kirby. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The play-action fake. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kirby. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes a grab on the shot. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Ball State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run from the shotgun. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to... You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out. Stopped at the 13. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Going for the marker on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Rides to back and leaves it. Quick spin on the ride. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Taylor wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Presley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Breaks into the open. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run play action. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the